Hello everyone. Today we're gonna look at the finals match I played against Flap. Many of you probably already know how this series ended, but I'm just gonna show them anyways. Um, and for those who don't know, just finish watching the whole thing. Okay, so team one, I am bringing my Lopunny Kralnat AG team. I felt very confident about this team, so that's why I brought it game one. And he's running this stupid Suicune team um, which I really hate because Suicune is such a nuisance, man. Like Suicune kind of like deals with everything, and it's so annoying, especially with pressure, because it outstalls you at a PB. Like the only way I have on my team to beat it is like Kralon, really. Anyways, let's get right into this. I'll try to, since there's a lot of matches, I'll try to I guess go through these faster. Okay, he leads Altaria. I lead this. I calc both physical return and special hyper voice. None of them do more than 50%. That's why I went to it. Just soft volume up um, here and going for a flamethrower onto the Ferrothorn as he puts down a layer of spikes. He goes into the Suicune as I think I go for a Calm Mind. Yep, and he Calm Minds alongside me, so I have to switch it up into the Chrono because I know I don't want to go for the crit this early on. I went for a knockoff until Taria doesn't do jack shit, even though I'm banded. I'm probably because knockoff is unboosted. I just saw Foil up, I believe, as he goes back in Suicune. So this Suicune is already like annoying from turn one because I really can't deal with it. I went to the Furl just to stack some hazards up as he goes into his Hippo. I got my rocks up. I think I just put down spikes or something. Yep, he just goes for a hard earthquake. I throw down some spikes. And I went into Landorus because I knew he was either gonna EQ or he's gonna go to Torn and try and defog, and I don't want that. Or he's gonna go Excadrill and spin, which I also don't want. So I went into Landorus because it threatens both of these options with Stone Edge and Earthquake respectively. He goes for rocks as I go for a U-turn because I don't want to get toxic. I just went into my clef as he goes for the slack off. Cool. He goes back into Suicune as I think I just saw Calm Mind, maybe? Yep, I just went for a Calm Mind. I switch out back into Crowdon as he goes into Otaria, taking some chip, and now knockoff does a crap ton. So this is like almost dead. I knew like even if he reads this and Fire Blast, I won't die. So that's why I went into this instead of going to other things. And I think I just fired off like a flash cannon or something, or shallow ball. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just fired off a shallow ball, picking up the Ferrothorn. So I was like, okay, this is fine. All my Pokemons are still relatively healthy, except for that Suicune, which is a threat. But other than that, I should be in a decent spot. I stayed in here actually, and as he just earthquakes and picks me up. I thought the Landorus switching was a bit too obvious because my Landorus is at full health and I don't want him to spin. But he read that perfectly and just went for an earthquake, taking out my Aegislash. And this is where things start going wrong, I guess. I go into my Landorus, and I think I just went for a earthquake. Yeah, and he just goes into Torn, which is the second misplay on my part. But I just feel like that there's a possibility that he's expecting me to U-turn and just stay in with Excadrill and just spin. I mean, even then it's not such a bad play because it frees up like all the rest of his mons a lot because the hazards are hindering him quite a lot in my opinion. Okay, I go into my Ferrothorn as I think he just goes for a U-turn into the drill, and I went for a leech seed here. And this leech miss sucks because it would have recovered me enough to live another earthquake, or or something like that. So yeah, this one was really bad in my opinion, and he basically got the spin for nothing. He earthquakes picks me up here. And I went into my Landorus, and this one is like, at this point, it's kind of like done. I just went for a U-turn out into my clef. I realized I have to start setting up to win, so we commented alongside each other, and apparently he just revealed the roar on my fourth command, and I'm forced out into my Chronont, and that's game, because I can't really deal with this. So I guess like there's a series of things that went wrong. For example, not switching into Landorus on the extra drill, but I don't know. I stand by my play because I honestly feel like he would have spent there, um, or at least that's what I would have done. So it is what it is, and it just went down here from there after losing the extra drill for nothing. So that's game one. Um, yep, and let's watch game two. So game two, I brought this team from Mount against I don't know what the fuck this is. This is very similar to my Talonflame team. I just realized, but except I had like what Garchomp instead of Extra Drill and Talonflame instead of Royalboss now. But this team is really good. Mounts brought this against TVP and lost, but right here, just looking at the matchup, Hernandez is really nice. Um, and even Keldio's decent. And Gastrodon, Gastrodon's decent against his team. If I can somehow remove the two grass types, it could just win. Anyways, let's get right into this. I lead Torn, he leads Cheetar. I switch out here because, look, honestly, if he pursued that, I would have been fucked. He's banded, okay? He's banded, just showing that damage. That's for sure banded. But what I'm saying is, if he pursued that, I would have been fucked. But I mean, looking at his team, this honestly looks like it might be Chopo teacher. That's why I didn't risk it. I'm Life Orb Torn, and I know it's like super good this match. Like I'm Life Orb Superpower U-turn, no Life Orb Superpower, Hurricane Knockoff and Heat Wave. Okay, I knew it was like super disgustingly good this match because Hurricane or Heat Wave, Hurricane Knockoff, and Superpower. So like I don't want to lose that turn one to him being Chople. So I just switched into Keldeo. I mean if he pursued there I think I would have died. But whatever. Keldeo comes in as I think I went for what? No, I just double out into my Scizor as he goes into the Slowbro because I knew in this case he was gonna go either Tangrowth or Slowbro. And I just get my free U-turn off. Yeah, I go for a U-turn as I think he just either stacks off or something. No, he just goes for a Scald. I went to Heatran because I don't really care if he Scalds or not or stacks off because I just wanted to get my rocks up and pressure his team. Goes for Scald again as he goes into the Tangrowth. I went for a Toxic here because I wanted to Toxic the Slowbro. It's always good for dealing with it. Right here, I went back into Keldeo because I knew he was going to double into the T-Tar on my expected Magma Storm and Pursuit Trap me. So, yep, and I think I just went for a Hydro Pump here. And because Hydro Pump would have OHKO'd the T-Tar at that range, and I wasn't sure if he's going to go Tangrowth or not. So I felt pretty confident he was going to go Slowbro because it covers both Secret Sword and the Water move instead of Tangrowth, because Tangrowth I think gets to a KO'd by Secret Sword after Rocks. So this play definitely makes sense. As I went for a Hydro Pump, I went for I switched into Scizor instead of going for it again because I knew he was going to go Tangrowth now that he knew I went for the Water Staff. And it also covers the option if he stays in, which he shouldn't. And there's U-turn right out, I think, into my Heatran. As he goes for a knockoff here. This is fine. Let's see. Okay, so he's super low. And what this means is like Keldeo's like literally cleans with Hydro Pump. Because now that he's like at 8%, he comes in, right? At what? He comes in at 8 plus 33, 41%, and takes the rocks, which is minus 12, and then takes some poison. So this is all pretty good. I was just went for a taunt here because I don't know what to do. I thought he might go Heatran or something. There's no point in me Magma Storming because, well, the previous turn there's no point in me Magma Storming because I knew he wasn't gonna go he wasn't gonna stay in Tangrowth. So I thought he might go Heatran, so I just taunt him, just stop him from rocking. Okay, I went into Gastrodon here on his Heatran. He goes into Tangrowth just to get back some health. I think I double right out into my Keldeo because I was expecting him to either stay in and put rocks down, either stay in and put rocks down, or go into Tangrowth or Obama Snow or something like that. So this covers both. And I just went for a Hydro Pump again because I knew it would KO Tingrid had that range, and it would also to a KO the Slowbro. I didn't want to risk my Keldeo, so I just decided to switch out into my Torn. Torn is Life Orb, Hurricane will do a lot, but first I knock off his leftovers because I feel like Hurricane has such a high miss chance I don't want to go for it. And judging from the calcs, he's full Fizz Def Slowbro, which shouldn't be a surprise, but knocking off the leftovers is always good to deal with it. And I realized that, okay, he has Skull, Slack Off, and Calm Mind, right? Last move is probably like Psychic or Sight Shock. So Gastro should deal with this, which he does reveal he is Sight Shock because I'm Curse. And Curse, so his Water Stab won't do crap to me. Okay, Latios comes in on the Slowbro. I thought that I might threaten a Trick, so he's gonna go Obama Snow or T-Tar, right? To deal with it. So he did go Obama Snow, and that gives me a free ass U-turn again. As he is forced to switch out into Heatran. So this match he is kind of like, I don't know. I just didn't stop putting the offensive pressure, and he's kind of like every move he plays is kind of just responding to my play, which isn't great for him because I'm just chipping down his whole team bit by bit through rocks, through Caldeo's chip and stuff like that. Goes back in Slowbro as I went for another Hydro Pump. Now that he doesn't have the leftovers recovery, he's taking a shit ton, and he can't really recover much back. I went for another one, as this one does a lot to Tangrowth, and I think he switched out here. Or no, I switched out because I don't want to risk the Hydro Pump miss, because I knew he was either going to go Slowbro or saying it with Tangrowth and hope I miss. So I just switch out into Scizor and jumping on the momentum with U-turn once again. And I just went back into my Keldeo here, and I think I fire off another Hydro Pump as he goes into Tingrid. I think this one does pick him up though. Or actually a Scald because, well, there's no point in risking it. Because even if Slowbro comes in, if it got the burn, it would be very bad. Like 34% is still solid, and now he got the burn. So I went to Gastrodon because I know I wall him as he goes for the Slack Off. I think I double back into Scizor here, right? Yeah, I double back into Scizor, expecting him to go Tangrowth. Tangrowth to want to regen a bit of health back, but he just stays in. I go back to Gastrodon knowing that I wall this as he goes for the Scald. Let's see. I think I went back into Scizor once again as he goes for the Slack Off. I mean, this is completely fine because I just U-turn him out, chipping him down once more. And I went into my Latios here as he goes for the Scald. And now his Slowbro is very low too, so this is good. I just went for a Draco Meteor, I think. Yep, because I'm not really scared of the Heatran switch in, really. I got like my checks to that, and it also turns a KO on Slowbro. This does allow a T-Tar, but I don't really mind, as Latios is the most expendable member of this match. Okay, so back into Scizor. This allows me to go for a U-turn. I decided to go Scizor and not Keldeo because I wasn't too sure if... I think Slowbro does get killed by 2 Secret Swords. I probably should have went to Keldeo because Slowbro does get 2 KO by the Secret Swords. I mean, he has burn on his side. He comes in at like 53 minus burn, minus rocks, minus sand. So that's probably my best play there. But I just went to Scizor and U-turn right out. And I went into Heatran because I know extra drill is coming in to whatever I can come into, and I don't want to risk. Like I'm fine with stacking Heatran, but I don't want to stack any of the other mons. Goes into Slowbro here, as I think I just went for a Magma Storm. Oh yeah, because okay, I should have went for the taunt, but I thought he might go into Tangrowth on my taunt to get some health back, and I don't want to allow that. I just went for a taunt here because I don't want him recovering up even more as he goes for a Scald picking me up, but he does take some more chip with the Sandstorm and the and everything. When to go into Scizor because U-turn threatened the KO, I just U-turn right out once more, and I think I went into Keldeo right here, and I threatened a Scald or Secret Sword or something like that. Goes into Tangrowth as Scald won't kill him, but Poison will. And goes into Slowbro. Yeah, and at this point, now that Tangrowth is dead, I just start cursing up, and Earthquake will kill him, kill everything. So This match, I think I played like super well because I was just pretty much expecting everything going scissor, you turning out of them, forcing him to switch, take rocks damage for momentum. So like I feel like I played this really well. Anyways, let's go on to match three. We're already like 15 minutes in. Match three, I brought rain because I never brought rain before and thought people might not expect it. Life for Gran, Rocky Helmet Torn, Ferrothorn just doing Ferrothorn stuff, Swampert, this thing and that thing. Okay, great. Okay, I let Gran as he leads Ferrothorn. This is really bad because I can't really kill it. Um, and I went for rocks on his rocks. This is Zard X, or even if it's Zard Y, either way, I kind of just get destroyed by this. I had to sack Torn like turn 4 just to deal with this. I went into Swampert here and just go for I think an Earthquake or something. Yeah. and right now, like at the beginning of the game, something already dropped. He goes for Heat Wave as I go for the sub. He goes for Heat Wave again. This one doesn't break sub as I go for the Ice Punch. Knowing that he's gonna Roost, I Earthquake here because I'm slower. And this is fantastic because it does a shit ton of damage. I went for Earthquake again because I thought he might double Roost, but he doesn't. He outplayed me like 10 turns straight as I Earthquake here, as he keeps Heat Waving on my Earthquakes, so I can't really kill him. But finally, I got him. Whatever. This is pretty much dead, but I just decided to keep it for one hit, one last hit if I ever need it. Or I can just like sack it when I need to, like right now, which I do need to sack right here, as I just sacked Swampert. He goes for a Shadow Ball here and confirming his Life Orb, probably like speed invested Life Orb or something like that. I went to Gran, and I think I collected the Ice Beam because I knew Ferrothorn was coming in. Or no, I collected Dark Pulse, which is also fair, but that did only 30% on Life Orb Gran, so that pretty much did nothing. I went to Ferrothorn to throw up some spikes as he goes, sorry, why? I had to switch out here, so this is all looking very bad because, well, it's just looking not so great. He goes for a Flare Blitz, which I feel like isn't the right play. I went for an Ice Beam because it has higher base power against the Ferrothorn. And right now he goes into his Landers, which I presume is Scarfed. And I think I went to Pharaoh because I knew he was going to just U-turn out. Okay. Goes into Gran. I'm not sure why he went into Gran. Because now Power would just kill this thing, or Gyro Ball, either one. He sets up his spikes. One of them. It goes for... well, I got frozen, but I think I just thought immediately. Yep, and I threw up a layer of my spikes. Cool. He went into Aegislash here. I think he goes for a Sacred Sword, which I don't think killed me. And I just went for a another layer of spikes because it chips down the Ferrothorn to like knock off range or something like that. Yeah. And right here I went into my Chronon. And the reason why I go Chronon here instead of like anything like okay, there's no point in going Gran because it just dies to 1 rocks and spike. And I thought about going to Pelipper, right? But that doesn't make sense because, well, Pelipper just drops a Shallow Ball and then I'm forced to go Chronon and something bad happens. Okay, I'm naturally slower than Aegislash because I knew he was speed invested Lifer. I thought about this play for quite while, whether or not I'm gonna knock off expecting his Ferrothorn switch in or A-Jet. Okay, so what I think here is, I think this is a crucial turn of the game. I went for A-Jet here because the reason is, I got 2 spikes in the rocks, right? Rocks does 6 point something damage, spikes does like 18 point something, so that adds up to 25. That means he only has 1 more hit if he switches out, right? Only has 1 more hit if he switches out, and now can be the Pelipper, which I will sack if he switches out. And then I just go from there because, well, if he goes then and then after that it's another set of 50-50s. Like, let's say I sack this, he dies with me, I go Chronon, and then he goes Liners. Well, it's a 50-50 I have to get right whether or not he's gonna stay in or go Ferrothorn, right? So that's another set of 50-50s. But so at least by aqua jetting, I keep the run alive. If I went for a knockoff and got that play wrong, right? Got that play wrong, then there's no way I could win at all. So I had to go for the 50-50 ending, which is why I aqua jetted, and he just decides to give me that, which is fantastic. And right now I just switch out into my Gren, sacking it, and knock off once, and then sack Pelipper. That doesn't really matter. I mean, he misses Stone Edge twice, but whatever. It doesn't really matter because Aquacho would just pick him up at the end. So, good game. This was looking bad from turn 4-ish when Charizard kind of destroyed a rain team, but whatever. Now let's go on to game 4. Game 4, let's see. I lead Scizor as he leads. Let's start. Lead go. I should have led like Latios, but I don't want that getting pursuit trapped by T-Tar like turn 3. I went to Torn as Fire Blast does a shit ton, even though I'm AV and burned me. I U-turn right out into my Lati. As he goes for another Fire Blast. Holy shit, doing 48%. I had to double out into my let's see. No, I just stayed in Draco. No, that's fair. Yeah, because his T-Tar can't switch into this directly, so he has to switch into something else and pursuit trap me. I went to Scizor as he goes into the T-Tar expecting that, and I just went for a... Why did I hard switch? Oh, fuck. Yeah, this was a turn I misplayed. I should have U-turned always into the Hippo, but I thought here was what I thought. I thought he's gonna T-Tar is faster. I thought T-Tar is faster than my Scizor. Like I wasn't sure about the speed, but I thought T-Tar was faster than my Scizor because I thought he was Bantar on this team. So it's hard switch out into my Hippo because if he hard switch out T-Tar, because if I U-turn on the T-Tar into Hippowdon, then there's no point. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. But I thought this play would have worked out because I knew he was gonna go into his Zard, right? Or there's also a chance that he goes into I don't know, something else. So I thought, if I U-turn, because T-Tar, I thought T-Tar was faster. So even if he goes Zard hard, I'm gonna get the weather because I'm slower and I switch out last. But apparently his T-Tar was slower, and this completely just fucked me up because now I have to sack something, and now I go into my Hippo, and I put up rocks, and he's gonna spin. I made a dumbass play here, going for the toxic. Fantastic. What am I doing? And right here, I switch out into my Latios, expecting the Zard to want to come in there, but well, it didn't. And now Draco Meter doesn't do crap. He's gonna pursuit trap me. Yep, and now I'm gone. Yeah, this game was, a lot of misplays on my side. It was just so bad. He goes for Earthquake. I think I spam rocks until I die or something. Which is not great. Focus Blast here on the Manaphy. T-Tar comes back in to see if I can risk it or something. I don't know. Energy Ball. Okay, well, he goes back to goes back to this. I had to switch out into my Manaphy. My Manaphy tanks this up pretty decently, but the bad thing is he did get his Rapid Spin off, and that's what I was trying to prevent all along. You know what? This is just such a badly played game on my side. If I U-turned there instead of just hard switching, that might have won me the game because, yeah, this was such a badly played game. Oh, even at the last point, I think I had a chance of winning. If he wasn't this stupid Focus Punch set. Because if he wasn't Focus Punch and Mach Punch wouldn't do too much to me, which means I would have gone off an SD, and SD plus Bullet Punch would have destroyed him. So yeah, Focus Punch just means I had no chance because fucking 150 base power move. Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, Scizor should tank that up, but whatever. It is what it is. And now on to the last match versus Stall. well, I just want to say I really don't want to go for this battle. I mean, I lost, but it was such a shameful loss on my side. Okay, turn one. Solar beam right here. As that doesn't kill, he should have never risked this. I ran the calcs 56.3%. I'm pretty sure he's full fist up because Keldeo does a shit ton with Hydro Pump, and there's no way Keldeo does that much with Hydro Pump if he was Spadef. So it's 56.3. I got the lowest possible. No, I think 92% is the lowest possible roll. So this is just like a tad bit above that, which is stupid because now my Charizard gets toxic, and that's still super bad. I go into T-Tar here as he doubles out into the Chansey. I go for Rocks, I think, as he just toxics me again. So his full team is like toxic or some shit. If I was banned T-Tar, this would have been such an easy match. But I switched this to what's that called? Chopple with Pursuit and Rocks and shit like that. Defensive T-Tar. When to Keldeo here as Hydro Pump doesn't KO the Aggron and he just goes for a rest. Went to Extra Drill expecting the Chansey switch in as he goes Zapdos. I go back into T-Tar as he goes for the Roost. Go into Latios as he goes Chansey. You know what? I'll just show you the turn I misplayed. Oh, this is the turn I fucking misplayed. He goes for a defog here. I really wanted to click Secret Sword here, but something tells me that if I click it, I'm gonna lose because I feel like he should have went Slowbro always. I mean, okay, I'll just show you. He went Chansey here. This is stupid. This is such a bad play on his side because if he loses a Chansey, he loses. Because Keldeo with Hydro Pump just KOs everything. The reason why I said this is such a bad play is because his Slowbro guaranteed this Hydro Pump, or not guaranteed unless I get like a insanely high roll, which is like 10% chance to get it. Like he should have always went Slowbro because it would have scalded for Hydro Pump and Secret Sword. Either one of them, unless I have Focus Blast, then it's another story. But because if he went this thing, he would have known if I went for the Water Stab or the Fighting Stab. And if I went for the Fighting Stab, he just stays in and recovers because Secret Sword won't do crap. And if I went for the Water Stab, then he just switches to Chain Growth. He just switches to Chansey afterwards, and he recovers some health back. I don't know. I just feel like this play was so unnecessary and risky and like he could have just sacked Aggron too. I mean, it's not like Aggron's that useful against my team. So I just feel like this play was unnecessarily risky. I mean, I wanted to Secret Sword there because I felt like he might go Chansey because he can lose Gliscor, like that's for sure. He can lose Zapdos, kind of. No, he can't really lose Zapdos because then he gets swept by Extra, right? I think Aggron and Slowbro are his switch-ins, and Slowbro doesn't even die to either one of the stab, so that's what he should have definitely went for. Because if I Secret Sword, he lost on the spot. Like, there's just no way he could win because Hydro Pump is just way too much pressure for his team to deal with. I just knew get Rocks back up, then Hydro Pump destroyed his team. So, or even Charizard kind of just wrecks his team. So, I just felt like this was such an unnecessary risky play on his side. I don't know I think it's a bad play. I'm not gonna go on because I go on to lose this one. My whole team just got toxic, and I had no way of dealing with that. So, such a sad end to the tournament finals. I don't know. This play was just questionable. And also, if I didn't switch Ben T-Tar out for this stupid Pursuit, Rocks, Chopple, weird ass shit, probably would have won. So, anyways, GG's to my opponent. I mean, he played very well in all of these matches. Except for the second one, which I kind of just destroyed him. But I also played very poorly, and he took advantage of that in like match 4 especially. Match 4, I played like utter garbage, and he just played like nearly perfect moves, and I wasn't able to take advantage of that. And match 1 even. Match 1 I just got wrecked by him. So yeah, he played very well overall compared to me. I had some clear misplays and whatever. So, anyways. I'll see you guys in the next set of tournaments and maybe a PRO ladder live, something like that. So, well, we'll see you next time. Peace.